So actually what we were going to do in this button click, uh, okay, whenever you click on a button, something, a action is need to be performed that will open a new activity that will say welcome with your name. Okay, so for this, if you have worked on applets and servlet, there is a concept which is known as the click. That is a concept called listener. Okay, so here I am going to set a listener for a button click. So whenever we click on a button, that listener pass your, and that listener will call a method that its name is onClick method, and whatever we were going to write inside that onClick method, that is going to be executed. So here it's very simple, because Android, if you know the concept of abstract classes, interfaces, and listener of Java, you can easily create any project in Android. So here I'm putting here btn click, and control plus the space bar I pressed over there, then dot. See here, when you type here set on, okay, n n type of n number of listeners will available here. Here you need to use your common sense. Definitely button is used for on click, because definitely we can click on a button, that's why it's on click listener. So use here an on click listener, and here there is two way. The first one, you can use this, means in which class, in which activity you need to perform this on click listener. Definitely in this class, the class name is this one. So actually set on click listener is a abstract method of an interface name on click listener. So if you're using this calling this method, you need to implement this listener. Okay, as we were using Eclipse, and Eclipse is an intelligent IDE, that's why it's giving you a red mark over here. Just move your cursor over here and see, at the last you will get an option with name, let intent demo implement on click listener. So select this one, this particular option, select this particular option and implement. See, and here it will ask you to implement on click listener method. Move here and add an implemented method. See, so what actually is happening over here, if I run this particular application, let's save it, and as you can see, if I run this particular application, as you can see, I'm running this particular application. Right click over here, run as, and Android application. Okay, if you run this particular application, you will get a button over there. Okay, so what exactly is happening there, when you click on a button, this listener will listen your event and call a method name public void on click. So whatever you are going to write between this, means inside this method, that is going to be executed. Suppose I'm just creating a toast over here. Toast is a class. Toast is a particular kind of notification that will notify you about something. Suppose if you are playing a media file, it will notify that this particular song is playing over there. So I'm going to notify that you clicked a button. So just use this class toast, control plus the space bar. See, there is a toast, okay, dot, and then it will, there is a method, a static method over here, make text. In which context? 80% of Android methods start with a context parameter, context argument. So here pass this, means in this class, intent demo activity class, and here I'm just putting here button clicked, and the duration is toast dot. See, two kind of duration is particularly here, length underscore long and a short. You cannot put an integer value over here because these are the static final variables. See the s and f over here, static final variable. So for long, your message, your notification is going to be appear for 5 to 8 seconds, and for short it's going to be appear for 3 to 5 seconds. So I'm selecting the short one, so the short. And don't forget to call this method named show. Okay, now just save your application and run it once again. See, when you click on it, it's saying a button click. Something what is actually happening here, whenever you're clicking on this button, this listener passed your code inside the on click button. Something like it will automatically trigger. And so if you put a code to open a new activity, okay, by passing an intent, it will open a new activity. But for that, what we required here, we required a new activity, because this is the activity intent demo activity with its particular XML. And to show your output, we required one more activity. As we know, to create an activity you required a view and you require a model. So I'm just creating one more activity over here, that is in the layout. And to create a view for your second activity, I'm naming it, naming that particular activity a second activity. Okay, activity name is second activity dot java, and its XML file name is second.xml. So I need a view, so I'm just putting here, just make a right click on your layout and then go to new, and then select other over here, and from here select Android, and then Android XML file. See, the resource type is layout, and here I'm putting second.xml. okay, second.xml, this one, the file name, and just make fish. So this is the layout for, that is a view for the second activity. And what we need to show, when you click on this, it will open this one and say welcome with your name. So for this we record a text view. Okay, this is the text view component. Just drag and drop it over here. I'm putting a large one and save it. See, by default its ID is text view. Okay, change the background. If you want to change it, I'm changing the background, that is the @drawable @drawable, and this is the IC underscore launcher. Save it, and this is your background. So your text is going to be appear, and its ID is text view 1. Okay, so we have a view. Now we require an activity, that is something like this. So make a right click over here, go to new, and then click on class, and I'm putting it a class name second activity. Okay, and as we know, this is particularly, this time it's just a normal class. And if you want to make a activity class, you need to extend a class, and that class name is activity. Okay, so here just type in super class activity, and after typing this, press ctrl plus space. This is something a space. This is you need to always you should be habitual of pressing these two keys, so that it will give you the hint, it will minimize your errors. So control plus space bar, and this is the activity. Now click on finish. As you can see, this is a blank activity. Okay, now you need to add an on create method, because your activity start when on create method is called. So right click over here, go to source, and then select this option, that the name is override implement method. So source override implement method. See, these all are the method that you can override. Okay, so here the search for on create. This is the on create, and then okay. See, you will get the exactly same method over here, something like this. And now second, we need to set the content, to set this as an output. And the model, there is a logic here, set control plus a space bar. See the first one, set content view, and as we know, r dot layout dot, that is the second one, this one. Okay, now this is a complete activity. This is the combination of the view plus model, that's complete the activity. Okay, now after completing this, you need to add this particular second activity in your controller, that is known as the android manifest.xml file. So open it and move here android manifest.xml, and do one thing, just copy this complete tag, and I'm just copying it carefully. See it, just I'm copying from this complete tag, and copy it and paste it just below. See, okay, and here it's not a main activity to be launched, because the main activity is this one, the first one, intent demo activity. Okay, so delete this one, intent filter, because as I told you, we are going to use the explicit intent, that's why it doesn't require over here. Second, you need to change this name, because its intent demo activity is already registered, and this time we need to register second activity. See, and so type here second, second activity followed by dot. See the spelling, because Java is case sensitive. So this is how you registered your second activity. Thanks for watching. In the next tutorial, we will put some code so that whenever you click on a button, it will open this particular activity. Thanks for watching. This is a second activity with second.xml, and now what I am going to do here, just open your intent demo activity, and as I told you, whatever code that you are going to put it here, it's going to be executed. So here I'm putting a code for intent, and basically intent is a class, everything as class in Java and Android. Intent, that is the intent, then I'm putting a object reference variable name intent, and as you can see, it's giving a red mark over the intent. So move your cursor over here and import the intent. So this is how you import the intent. It comes under android.content package, and just create an object for this intent, new intent. Okay, and then what exactly we were going to do, we are going to move from this particular activity, that is the source, to here second activity, that is the known as the destination. Okay, so here there is a specific method for switching from one activity to another activity, it is known as set class. So intent dot type here set class. See, it's giving you an option of content package set class. So I am just selecting the first one, and this is the context. As we know, the context, the current class is the intent demo activity, so the type here this and the source is second activity dot class. Okay, and then call a method name start activity and pass this intent here. So actually this it's just a single line of code for the intent. So this is the create an object, user behavior, set class, source and destination, and call a method of start activity and pass intent inside this, and save your application and then run intent demo. So see here, and this is your click me. When you click on it, it will open the next activity. But one more thing, we need to pass a pass a value from there, and that will say here welcome. So here there is one more specific method over here, that is on the put extra intent dot put. See, you can send n number of n type of value, that is, see, you can send a string, boolean, bundle, a complete bundle. You will see it later. And then char sequence, you can explore it. See, actually this is put, it's come from map, and this is your key, a unique key, and this is your value. So you need to create a unique key for this particular value. So I'm putting a put extra, that is the char sequence, and I'm putting it here a key. I'm putting in, giving a name key. You can, and the value is welcome Girish Kumar Shakya, and this all you need to put. Later on in some example we will see how to put, how to collect something from a different component like edit text, and how to put in extra. But the concept will always be same. You need to set a source and destination, that is your current class to destinated class. And if you want to pass some value, you need to use a put extra, and here I'm passing a string, that is char sequence, and the key is, name is key. So this is the key. Save it, and now open the second activity. And in this second activity we have a text with id text view 1. So you need to declare a text view, that is a text view component, and I'm giving it a TV. And same thing, you need to initialize it by TV, and bind it and cast it button, and find view by id r dot id dot, and it's the text view 1. Okay, second, sorry, it's not a button, it's a text view. Second thing you need to collect this particular put extra. You need to collect this particular put extra here inside the second activity, and its key name is key. So actually it's all come in a bundle. So create, declare a class bundle, control bu and control plus space or bundle, and bundle, and then you need to call a method get intent dot get extra. So I'm collecting, so it will collect all the extra that is coming from the intent, that is a get. Okay, so currently the intent is coming from the demo intent demo activity. So it will, if a certain extra value, if coming from this put extra, it will collect it. And now I'm declaring a string str, and then it's bundle dot get string, because a string is coming from there. So, and its key name is key. So okay, in this way it will collect this particular value with name welcome Girish Kumar Shakya with this particular key. Now put this particular str in this text view. So there is a java bean method, set tb dot set text, because a text is coming from there, set text. So I'm putting a set text char sequence and it's str. Now save it. So okay, mostly this is Java Bean concept, that is a set text, get text, set something, get something, something like that. Okay, now once again run your application, or press Ctrl plus F11, and once again see. Okay, it's starting activity. See, now when I'm click me, it will give me a welcome Girish Kumar Shakya. Once again, if I click me, it will give you Girish Kumar Shakya. Okay, thanks friend.